What's up, Ray fans? Today I'm here with.
Chris Tress.
So tell me about the company.
Yep, so we're Venom Prototyping. We've been around since 2023. We make 3D printed car parts for late model Mustangs and expanding into other things as we go on. But, you know, here's where we're at. Like I said, we're a fairly new company, but trying to make some parts for some obsolete platforms.
So what got you into cars?
What got me into cars? My dad. My dad got me into cars. I've since I was a kid was always polishing his wheels on his cars to go to car shows, and he always included me in working on them. And I used to actually hate working on cars, but after so long of working on them and working on them with him, I got into it. And now we both work on them together.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 92 Dakota, and then moved on to Mustangs and EVs now, and more Mustangs and classic cars.
So what cars do you have now?
I've got an 03 Cobra, I've got a 66 AMC Rambler, an 01 Mustang GT, an 05 CTSV, and a 2022 Tesla Model Y. The Tesla goes either way with.
So what is your dream car?
My dream car. Oh God. Yeah, probably a Celine S7. Or I've got an 03 Cobra too. So that I think was always my dream car, and I've got it now. So I'm pretty good on cars.
So how did they make a 2003 Mustang 2 Cobra?
The Mustang 2 Cobra?
Yeah, because you said I have a.
Oh, I have an 03 Cobra.
You said Mustang 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just meant the Mustang Cobra. Yeah.
So what is your favorite car movie?
Favorite car movie? Christine.
Ooh, no one's asked me that before.
Yeah, I grew up with that, and my dad was a big Mopar guy, and I watched that video probably until the VCR destroyed the tape. So I loved that movie.
Yeah, so do you want to know a funny story about Christine?
What's that?
I always liked the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking through our DVD collection to see if we had. I looked at American Graffiti. I was like, oh, it has a Fury. Because it was a cover. And I slid out the movie. It was Christine. I looked in, and it was really Christine. So what was the price of gas when you started driving?
What was the first what?
What was the price of gas when you started driving?
Price of gas when I started driving? It was $1. Actually, no, it was under $1. It was, I think it was like $1.25. And I remember having, I had a V8 Jeep, a Jeep Cherokee. And I remember saying to my dad, I said, you know, this thing eats a lot of gas. I was like, what happens when gas hits $2 a gallon? And he said, it's never going to hit $2 a gallon. And now look at us. Yeah, it's $5 a gallon. So, but yeah, I think it was like $1.25 when I started driving. I started driving in 2004. Yeah, 2004.
Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. We're just printing some of these Mustang keychains, so it's still hot and coming off there.
Yeah.
So
how do you make stuff with the 3D printer?
Basically, we'll design it in a different software, and then we'll export it via what's called a step file. We'll load it into the printer, and then it selects the filament that we tell it to, and then it'll just deposit layer by layer, so 1/10 of a millimeter at a time, and it'll just slowly build that up until it's complete.
You should make one that looks like a Mustang.
We've done a few of them. We just don't have any here today, but we've been doing little bits of Mustang logos and the running pony logo and stuff like that.
Okay, well, thanks for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.